Okay, so a quick little heads up. This video may be a little bit outdated in terms of anything that's time sensitive in the video. So I just really do hope that y'all don't mind any of that. Anyways, here is the video. Okay, so y'all probably didn't expect me to make a video about animaljam like 3 months after my last video, considering of my big age and the fact that I'm literally going to college next year. But hear me out, okay? Hear me out for a second. So the other day I was on animaljam and I checked on someone's profile for their trade list. But upon opening their list, I saw a masterpiece on display and it was something about surviving liminal place. It was made by a player with the same name though. I then searched up their username, went to their den, and that's when I realized, this would be a pretty interesting thing to talk about. And yeah, that's how I got here. Anyways, this is Liminal Place, a short game about exploring in different liminal spaces. Now, I call this a short game in quotations because of something I discovered after my playthrough. So y'all better watch this damn video until the very end of that part. I am looking at you. Hey guys, this is my... So when you first spawn in, you are placed in some kind of pool rooms area, and during my blind playthrough of this, I literally had no idea how to get out of the main area. So I spent about 5 minutes running around only to realize that you can just phase through the other pool wall to get to the other side of the map. So I think that I'm not gonna be... Why is it tweaking? Okay. While the new area that I discovered might lead me to somewhere else, it really didn't. Now, I don't remember how long I spent figuring out on how to actually get out of the map until I figured out a little something. Okay, so I think I might have figured it out, and then I decided to click on the mushroom thing at the corner. Behind it there's like a pile of floaties. I pressed on it and I got myself out. Oh. So yeah, that's how I finally got myself out of this damn map. Even though I could have just started hugging the walls at the left side of the spawn area, for some godforsaken reason, I unconsciously refused to do that and hugged literally almost every wall of the map except for that specific area. Anyways, as you can see in my playthrough, I phased through a dark room. There's just a liminal place guy standing beside the map of Jama covered in black goo, and that's pretty much it. The text displayed there is probably for lore or maybe like a small addition to the game, I guess. I'm pretty unsure about this one, so I might just leave it at that. Also, not gonna lie, sometimes I forget which doors takes you to a specific place, which is something that you will probably be seeing me doing a few times. So, yeah. Oh, that's it? Okay. Oh. Anyways, the first door that I went through led me to the cinema. There really isn't that many things happening other than me exploring around for a bit and having a little ramble about the second FNAF movie. Also, I don't think that I'm able to play the clip of me rambling about it since the background music might be copyrighted, so I'll just revoice whatever I said. A little bit of a fun fact, I actually watched the FNAF movie today and it was actually pretty confusing. Very confusing, okay? I'm not gonna drop any spoilers here, but me personally, it was really confusing. I've been a fan since 2017, 2018. That's like peak times for me, and it really doesn't match up with the ones I've always known. The timelines and lore don't really match, but maybe I just do not know the lore of it in detail. So yeah, I don't know, y'all. Also, dang, was that movie really confusing for me to say that it was confusing 3 times in a row? Like, it can't be that confusing, can it? But yeah, other than that, this place is pretty cool. I like this place and you get free popcorn too. Now, leaving the cinema takes us to an abandoned mall area. Again, nothing much in here, so it's just gonna be me exploring around for the most part. So here's a little video of me going around the map yet again. Right, so about that, this is 404's place. Whenever you get thrown here, it just means that you need to go back and try going through a different door from the start. Some maps may teleport you here and some don't, so you'll have to explore around because after all, this is a short little experience that heavily relies on exploration. Just gonna like pick a random one. I think this one. Oh hey, it's that one map from the movie that's coming up later this year. The absolute classic that we as a society cannot leave this out when it comes to liminal space talk. Anyways, say hi to the Backrooms, everybody! I don't really have anything much to say for the segment, honestly. I mean, y'all probably already know the gist of things about the Backrooms, and either way, the map wasn't really that big, and I eventually got thrown back to 404's place not long after. And while we're at it, here's a little look around in 404's place. Again, not much either, but I really like this little place behind the main area. And here I thought I finally escaped from school.
I'm back in the fucking building again! Oh my god!
But no, we're at schoolrooms. We're back in school, alright? We're back in school. I think during this entire exploration, I kind of figured out that some maps get difficult to move around sometimes. Honestly, this map isn't really that bad for the most part, but when you're trying to get through any of the two portals on each end of the hall, that's when things get sorta difficult. The plants, walls, and other stuff they have as the exterior of the map are what mainly makes me struggle to go around as they cover my view, making me unable to move around sometimes. But yeah, that's like everything I gotta say for the schoolrooms. Man, I really do hate being in school. I can't imagine being back there again, but thank goodness that my school year is finally over. If only I was on vacation right now, like, you know, going to the beach for example. You won't believe where I'm at right now. Didn't know that this beach had a hidden cave full of gems in here. Anyways, I love the cave's design. With animaljam having a large amount of crystal themed items, I just think that making a cave would be a great addition to this experience. At the end of the cave, I was thrown to 404's place yet again, but for the last time in that current playthrough. So yeah, that should be all the maps explored in Liminal Place. Now, since the experience is finally over, is there anything else that I would like to talk about? Well, yes. There's a bit more to show from me. It's not necessary nor much, but it's pretty interesting to talk about nonetheless. So in this section, I will talk about my other discoveries that I found while exploring. Now we're going to talk about the pool rooms again because I found out that you can no-clip out of the entire map. Going out of bounds brings us to this library place, and walking right from the library takes us to this water slide. Don't know why that's there, but if you go beyond the water slide, there's a small house with a few dogs in it. The interior of this house somewhat resembles a playground too. It's pretty cute. And if you go to the very left side of this entire den, there will be a chairlift that takes us to the top of the mountain slopes. When you get there, there will be a masterpiece and a portal to someone else's den. Going through the portal leads us to a den with many more portals in it. I don't really want to get into every single one of these since it'll take even longer for me to finish this video, and I just think that these are all normal players' dens, so I just left it at that. And that's everything I found in the pool rooms map. I'm not entirely sure if other maps can be no-clipped out like this, but if any of you guys have gone out of bounds in other maps aside from the pool rooms and the beach, please do let me know in the comments below. No clipping aside, Liminal Place has their own pack containing the maps that we went to and members that may be their friends or related to the project. I'm pretty sure that this thing is still an ongoing project because there are some usernames that might be added as a map for this experience, like these ones for example. And with that, I think that is everything that I discovered myself. Again, if I missed anything, please do tell me in the comments below. That's right, I'm at the beach. Except the sand was trying to fight me by burying me under constantly when I tried moving in the sand. The ocean part of the map felt like a maze. Well, kinda. Sometimes when I try walking through the water, there's a slight chance that they'll let me go through. Also, these are actually individual masterpieces by the way, and you should know that because it's honestly pretty impressive. Not only that, the sky is fake. It is also made with masterpieces. I thought about something. So, whenever you press on a masterpiece, normally the camera will pan to the masterpiece, making you unable to move around. However, if you exit the masterpiece viewing and press on a flat surface like this rock at the corner, I was able to exit out of the entire map itself. Now, I know that this is technically cheating, but I am going to be so for real with you. I had literally no idea that I was able to get out of the entirety of the map. After I was finally out, I kinda went around the map. Went to the chairlift to the top, slid down the mountain slope, and finally found a portal that took me out of this place. Hi, so this video was supposed to end in the previous section, followed by my final thoughts, life updates, and other things. But since this video has been in production for way too long now, Liminal Place was updated at some point. I didn't know that it got updated until when I was in someone's den looking through their shops. The shops had nothing interesting that I wanted to buy, but their den was pretty cool and interesting for sure. So I looked around and found 2 hidden portals. One of them was inaccessible, but the other one was. And boy, oh boy, I did not expect this portal to lead me back in the building again. So I will make this part as quick as I can. This map is a recreation of those images that you would typically see when you take an eye test. Map's cool as always, the perspective illusion with the masterpiece is pretty sick too, and as always, I tried to find a way to go out of bounds since this den allows flying creatures to do their thing. Here's a quick snippet of that part. Going to the opposite direction, which is backwards, takes us back to the schoolrooms. The next new map is a hospital, and there's nothing much that I can say about this one. I don't think I even tried to go out of bounds this time because it might be empty again. If we go through the portal, which is at the upright end of the hallway, we are taken back to the previous new map that I was talking about. And yeah, that should be everything covered surrounding Liminal Place as of now. I really do hope it doesn't update again while I'm still editing this video. It would be pretty bad if it happens again. Liminal Place, while a short experience, was genuinely pretty fun. While some maps are difficult to move around in, I think that sometimes it's just for the best as it makes the builds more impressive. I have talked many times about how amazing the builds are, and I really do mean by that. Every single one of these maps were all genuinely so impressive, like I didn't know you could do any of that before. And yeah, this was honestly such a blast exploring every single one of these maps. Along with my exploration of Liminal Place coming to an end, I found a shop in the pool rooms area, bought the masterpiece, and put it on my tray for display because of how cool it was. Kinda like an achievement for me. If any of you guys somehow managed to watch this entire video till the very end, I would like to give you my biggest thanks for watching this. This video has been on the works for 5 to 6 months now, and I'm pretty glad that I finally get to finish this video and move on to other topics that I wanted to talk about. This video started being on the works on somewhere in December 2025, and now it's like what? May 2026? I now have finished school and I'm moving on to college, you know. I'm currently in my semi-unemployed era right now, so I could probably do more videos and get it done faster than this one. So yeah, I really do hope it goes that way. Again, thank you so much if you watched this video until the very end. This video was also my first attempt at making longer videos, and I would like to apologize if I sounded a bit nervous and all. I'm still not used to reading scripts that much, but I'll get there eventually. So yeah, that's everything I wanted to say in this last section. If you want to see more videos from me, feel free to like, subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. I can't believe that I finally get to say that on video and not IRL.